Do you want to invest in real estate versus the stock market, but you're so unsure, bear market, bull market, fix and flip, wholesale, all this stuff, so much to know. Well, I'm going to break it down for you. Let's go. I'm going to share with you the real way to make money in the stock market. Number two, I'm going to share with you some awesome ways to get started in real estate investing that don't cost very much money so that you can start investing and make money if you so choose. And then last but not least, I'm going to share with you the things that are working now in this economy so you know which one is the best for you. So let's get into it. We first have to start with the stock market because everybody already knows the stock market. It's pretty easy to get started in the stock market, being honest with you. So let's kind of go through it. So the stock market is basically the place where you can go and you as a regular person can own and invest in businesses, okay? Publicly traded businesses, corporations, mostly big corporations, because if you are on the stock exchange where, anybody can just go buy the stock to your business, then usually you have a very large corporation, okay? And so when you go to the stock market, you can either invest individually into companies and buy their stock. For example, I own different company stocks. I won't say here, but I do. I invest in the stock market and I make sure to invest in big corporations. And the way that I make money is as the company is more profitable, their stock price goes up, and either I can sell that stock and then make the difference, or they can pay me dividends. All right. That's how most people invest in the stock market. And that is how you can make money in the stock market. But let's kind of go back. Before you ever invest in the stock market, you're going to need a brokerage account. So because you can't just go buy, Wells Fargo or Bank of America, I'm just going to make up, some companies. You can't just go buy their stock. You can't just go into the Wells Fargo bank and say, hey, give me some of your stock. You have to buy their stock through an exchange. And so you're going to need a brokerage account. And so you're going to need what? Money. You're going to need some money to invest in the stock market. So you may have $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000 or whatever your number is. You have that money, you open up a brokerage account, and then the brokerage account, you buy stocks. So you can buy 1 share, 2 shares, 10 shares, however many you can afford, you can buy. All right. Or you can buy mutual funds, stocks that are all bulked together, usually of a similar kind, or they're diversified in some way. And as that, portfolio goes up, you can make money when you sell it, or they can pay you dividends. Same thing. So again, to get started in the stock market, you're probably going to need a brokerage account and you're going to need a little bit of money. Again, I invest in the stock market, but I'm going to tell you the real key, what you really want to be doing. So the real thing that I love, because of course I do invest in the stock market, but the thing that I love, and you guys know from watching my channel, is I love investing in real estate. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I, again, prefer real estate as well as the stock market is because real estate offers so many different advantages. One advantage is passive income, okay? So when we're talking about being wealthy, changing our status, making sure that we don't have to work a job, making sure that money is coming in regardless of what we do, we're going to want passive income, okay? Now, you can get passive income through, a pension. You may work at a job for, 20, 30, 40 years, and then they send you money each month. But for the most part, that's probably off the table for most of us. I know that was off the table for me. As many of you guys already know, I worked a corporate job for many, many years, actually did pretty well, got into management and leadership and made a lot of money. But at the same time, I did not have passive income from my job. I had to go to the job in order to get a paycheck. And if they ever decided to lay me off or fire me or whatever it is, or downsize or relocate me, I was at their mercy. So in order to free myself and to become the person that you guys are seeing now, I had to leave my job. And in order to leave my job, I needed what? Money. But more important than money, because that's not really what you need, you really need passive income. You need money to come in every single month so that you can live your life. And more importantly, you need more money coming in than going out. Pretty simple, right? So when I decided to quit my job, I was like, okay, all I need to do is just replace my income and then I can quit my job and then I can have my free time. So I was able to do that with real estate. you know, in just a matter of a few years. And again, I started from broke, okay? Broke, literally in my parents' basement, bankrupt, foreclosure, no money, nothing. I started investing in real estate. I started getting some money, started getting some properties, and then more importantly, I started getting passive income. And then all of a sudden, I was able to get some rental properties, because this is what I'm talking about, some rental properties that provided me a really good income. And then I was able to quit my job. And that is what the key to all of this is, because most of us are working a job we don't want to work. So this is why I'm going to tell you real estate is awesome. But let me give you a little bit more. So real estate investing, one of the reasons that was so awesome for me is because, like I said, I started with bad credit. I started with no money. I started with foreclosures. I started from the bottom. And like I said, I was able to make money pretty easily. Like within the first couple of months of doing this, I was able to start getting checks of $5,000 and more. Then once I was, my coach taught me about strategic deal compounding. Okay, I'm sorry, I know that's a term some of you don't know, but it was basically where I would take the money from that deal and then do another deal. So it's a fancy word for saying I took my money and did, more deals with it and made more money. And so in a really short amount of time, I was able to go from wholesaling strictly and working a job full time to not working at all, to having $1 million lifestyle, to not having to work, to have money coming in without me having to do anything, okay? And this is what you need to decide. What do you want? Do you want to continue working your job and just kind of have some money on the side? Because if that's the case, you really can invest in the stock market and accomplish some of these goals. But if you're like me and you were looking to be free, where you had your time to yourself and you had money to do the things that you wanted to do. And like me, a mom of 5, I just wanted to be home with my kids when I wanted to be, okay? And that's what I wanted for myself. And so the real estate investing was definitely the perfect thing for me. And depending on your goal, it could work for you too. So once you've decided on your goal, okay, first you've assessed your situation. Are you like me? Did you have a few dollars to go ahead and invest in the stock market and trust companies that are essentially already doing well for the most part, okay? You can easily pick through the winners on the stock market and you can get some money and you can buy stocks, and then as the stock goes up, you can sell them. You literally could even get into what's called day trading, where you just trade stock all day long. Now, I'm warning you, I literally tried this and it did not really work that well for me. Now, real estate investing did, and I'm going to tell you why. It didn't require a lot of money, okay? Real estate investing did not require a lot of money for me. There was a lot of avenues available where I could partner with people, where I could borrow the money, where I could make money and then reinvest the money and pay down my credit, and fix my own credit. So for me, real estate investing checked a lot of the boxes. And that's what you're going to have to decide for you, because both of them are good investing strategies. It's really just going to come down which one works for you, what's your situation, and then what are your goals. Do you have money? Do you want to keep working your job? Do you want just some extra income? And the stock market may be wonderful for you. Or are you someone that wants to quit your job? Do you want your free time? And do you want to work a business that then can provide you passive income? That really depends on you. So once you kind of make those decisions and you assess yourself, then you'll be able to know which one's best for you. You know which one I have my vote on though. Okay, so now you've heard all of the different reasons. You've been able to assess, your own situation. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you at this time to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, make sure you hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss any of the content. I am putting out videos every single day just for you, so you basically have a free course right here on YouTube for free. Go ahead and watch all the videos in this playlist, and I'll see you next time to your success.